It's been a long time that human beings have been thinking about flight and flying and had a desire for flight. And I think, we are kind of like the first time period in human history, the first generation of human beings to actually be able to fulfill that dream. Which, for human beings, is a big step. It's a huge undertaking for us to actually experience flight and experience that three-dimensionality that comes with flight. And I think it's a very spiritual experience. It's a mind-expanding experience that reconnects us, if we choose, to a deeper sense of our spiritual existence, our spiritual state. To be three-dimensional as a human being is a very unusual experience. Scuba diving and paragliding are one of the few ways that we can experience three-dimensionality as human beings. Because for a human being, we're connected to this planet all the time. There's this line that is the surface of the planet. And a sphere, or a planet, is a very good geometric shape for a two-dimensional being, because we can go round and round on this planet as much as we want, and we think that we can go forever. And we think that we have three-dimensionality, but we're really stuck on that line. We like that connection of our feet to the ground, and that's part of our two-dimensionality. Whereas with paragliding, we kind of lose that connection to the line. And that's one of the reasons why at first with paragliding, we get afraid. So our fears come up. And our fears come up because for the first time we are experiencing some sense of three-dimensionality. And that's one of the things in paragliding that I find really exciting. And the reason I find it exciting is because it's extending our limits. And that's one of my most fun parts of being alive in a body on this planet right now, is me stretching my limits or other people stretching their limit. If I see somebody extending their limits on TV for a Coca-Cola commercial or something like that, I'll start crying. And it's that important to me.
It's otherworldly, says he with a grin. Come and join me, take a little spin. Still unclear of what he means, I set upon my quest to understand the constant smiles that radiate. I do not jest.
When we ask the ego, whose job is to feel fear, when we ask it to run our spiritual lives, it does it. But it does it in the only way that it knows how. It does it by being fearful. But fear is not meant to be the way that we live our lives. So when we're being fearful, we're actually excited when we're doing activities like this, but we're not allowing the energy of the excitement to move through our bodies freely. We're stopping it in certain parts of our body. If I can actually help a person feel when they're standing at the lip of the hill, about to launch, if I can help them understand that that fear that they are feeling is actually excitement for the experience that they're about to have, this expansive experience that they're about to have. If they can remember that and transfer it from paragliding to the relationships in their life or whatever it is they want to transfer it to, what a success that is for that person. What an expansive experience it is for them in their lives. And so it becomes, paragliding becomes a very spiritual experience. An experience that they can then take and use in any aspect of their life to create peace, to create joy, to create love, rather than living that same experience in fear over and over and over again. It helps us become then empowered in our lives. It helps us realize that I'm in charge of my emotional state.
Why do you fly, says I, says I. Why do you fly? Why do you fly, says I, says I. Why do you fly?
Our lives and how we choose to create our lives is we first kind of make it up because of our creative nature. And then we find a way to believe it. And then it becomes our experience. And we are masters at it. We don't have a choice about whether we create or not. We must create. We do have a choice about what we create. And we can create whatever kind of life we want. We can create a peaceful life, a joyful life, an angry life, a sad life. And so part of our job is to learn how to choose the state of being that gives us the experiences that we want in life. And so if somebody wants to experience a really painful life, there are certain choices that they need to make in order to make their life painful. If another person wants a peaceful, loving life, there are certain choices that they must make in order to create that loving, peaceful life. And we all must create and have an intention, but it must be made. That choice must be made.
To other pilots I do flee, asking why? To be free is whispered back to me as they lift up in the sky. Aren't you afraid of crashing to your death, says I, says I. It's better than dying in bed, is the reply.
Well, and paragliding is basically the same as it is in life. I really think we're here to love each other. Paragliding is just the excuse that I'm using to bump into somebody and have an opportunity to love them. And that's really what it's about. Flying is not something I have to do. I don't feel it's necessary for me to do really anything. I mean, we're here to experience this physical life and to do it joyfully and lovingly. And if we do that, then I don't think it really matters what we do. We don't have to do anything. The only thing we have to do is, when we die, we move on to another experience. Another, hopefully more spiritually focused experience. There may be times when, well, there will be times when I am not physical anymore. I don't have a physical body. And of course, then I won't be paragliding. But I will have other experiences, and who knows what they'll be.
I knew this man had touched the living part of God. His tool had been